A crowd of curious bystanders, tourism and government officials were on hand to greet an exhausted but visibly delighted Bhavik Gandhi as he disembarked his 23-feet rowing boat. Upon reaching the shore, the Indian sailor was presented with bouquets of flowers and received welcoming hugs and smiles. Speaking on behalf of the government and people of Antigua and Barbuda was Minister of State with responsibility for Sports and Youth Affairs, the Honorable Winston Williams. Minister Williams invited the sailor to experience the warm friendliness of the island and what the country generally has to offer as the Caribbean's gem.
Off of the Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Harry Lovell, who happens to be off island, certainly on behalf of the entire government, we're very pleased that you had chosen Antigua as your point of destination. And we certainly do wish that the next time you return it wouldn't be on a boat, but certainly to enjoy what we have to offer in terms of our tourism product. It's oftentimes been said that Antigua is your last stop to heaven. So I hope that you will enjoy whatever is here for us to do it.
While speaking to the press, the man of the moment was presented with the famous A Little Bit of Paradise by the government's communication officer Maurice Merchant. Inside the cover was an inscription from the country's Prime Minister, the Honorable Baldwin Spencer.
Prime Minister has autographed A Little Bit of Paradise for you, and he has some words here. He says, "Welcome to Antigua and Barbuda. We are delighted that you have selected our beautiful country to be a part of your historical journey. We wish you all the best in your future journeys. Baldwin Spencer, Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda."
Accepting the small but meaningful gift, Gandhi says he was touched by the hospitality received upon his arrival.
Really touched by the hospitality. I've just been here an hour and I'm touched. It's so nice to be here, back on land. The rescue guys with the Coast Guard were the first people I saw in 100 days, and I guess I really missed the warmth of people.
Asked about the challenges encountered on his journey, Gandhi had this to say.
The pureness of the challenge, being alone and rowing and just the 3 months. Rather than sailing, just the purity of the challenge was fascinating. Just to be alone in a rowing boat and just do it under your own power. And also, it was to hit Antigua. 2 years ago, I decided on Antigua, and it was just so difficult to navigate to Antigua. Because I don't have any motor or sails, so that just makes it sweeter.
Bhavik's boat had no sails, no motor, or no support ship. Relying on muscle power alone, a laptop and a satellite phone, he had been at the mercy of the weather and had endured extreme conditions such as gale force winds, storms, and irregular 4-story high waves in the open ocean. For ABS News, Elisa Graham reporting.
Trying to get agreement overnight. They finished at the very early hours of the morning, but this was a meeting he didn't want to miss. This was a private meeting that he'd requested with the Pope, and he very much enjoyed it. After the brinkmanship of Brussels, the peace and civility of the Papal Library.